Hi there, tape viewers, welcome to this new video. Today we're shining a light on the Queen Olivia Rodrigo. Olivia Isabel Rodrigo was born on February 20, 2003, at Rancho Springs Medical Center in Morito, California, the only child of schoolteacher Jennifer and family therapist Chris Rodrigo. She grew up in neighboring Temecula. Rodrigo is Filipino-American by ethnicity. Her father is of Filipino descent while her mother has German and Irish ancestry. She has stated that her paternal great-grandfather emigrated from the Philippines as a teenager and her family follows Filipino traditions and cuisine. Rodrigo started taking vocal lessons in kindergarten and learned to play piano soon after. She began taking acting and singing classes at age 6 and started acting in theater productions in elementary school. Rodrigo was playing guitar by age 12. She grew up listening to her parents' favorite alternative rock music, such as the bands No Doubt, Pearl Jam, The White Stripes, and Green Day. Rodrigo became interested in songwriting after listening to country music, especially singer-songwriter Taylor Swift. She moved to Los Angeles after landing her role on Meteoric. Rodrigo first appeared on screen in an Old Navy commercial. Shortly after, in 2013, at age 12, she made her acting debut portraying the lead role of Grace Thomas in direct-to-video film An American Girl, Grace Starr's hot success. In 2016, Rodrigo received recognition for starring as Pedro Vera, a guitarist in the Disney Channel series Meteoric, a role she played for 3 seasons. In February 2019, she was cast in the starring role of Nini Salazar-Roberts on the Disney series High School Musical, the series, which premiered in November of that year. Rodrigo was praised for her performance, with Joel Keller from Decided describing her as especially magnetic. In 2022, she left the show at the end of its 3rd season to focus on her music career. Rodrigo signed with Interscope Records and Geffen Records in 2020. She negotiated the record deal to secure for herself ownership of the masters of her music. On January 8, 2021, she released her debut single, Driver's License, which she co-wrote with producer Dan Nigro. Within a week of its release, Driver's License was critically acclaimed and broke Spotify's record twice for most daily streams ever for a non-holiday song, with over 14.7 million global streams on January 11 and over 17 million global streams the next day. It went on to break another Spotify record for the first song in history to hit 82 million streams in 7 days. The song debuted at number 1 on Billboard Hot 100 and reached number 1 in numerous other countries. Rodrigo stated in an interview that it's been the absolute craziest week of my life. My entire life just shifted in an instant. On April 1, 2021, Rodrigo released her follow-up single, Deja Vu, which debuted at number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100, making her the first artist to debut their first 2 releases in the top 10 of the Hot 100. The 3rd single preceding her debut album, Good For You, followed on May 14, 2021, and became her 2nd single to debut at number 1 on the Hot 100. Sarah, her debut studio album, was released on May 21, 2021, to critical acclaim. Charlie Gunn of the 45 called it the greatest coming-of-age album since early Taylor Swift or Lorde. Slate's Chris Molanphy said its first 3 singles alone established Rodrigo's early status as Gen Z's most versatile new artist. According to Clash critic Robin Murray, Rodrigo is regarded as one of Generation Z's finest artists, while Variety dubbed her the voice of her generation in its cover story of Rodrigo. Sarah debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart and spent a total of 5 weeks at the spot, becoming the longest reigning number 1 album by a female artist in 2021. In June 2021, Rodrigo premiered Sarah Prom, a prom-themed concert film on YouTube. On December 6, 2021, Rodrigo announced a world tour, including tour stops in the United States, Canada, and Europe. 3 days later, she was named Entertainer of the Year by Time. In an Instagram post on December 24, 2021, Rodrigo uploaded a snippet of a Christmas song called The Bells that she wrote and recorded at age 5. According to Billboard, Rodrigo closed 2021 as the best-selling singles artist worldwide, placing 8 songs on the year-end Global 200 chart, including Driver's License at number 4, Good For You at number 9, and Deja Vu at number 27. In the US and UK, Sarah was respectively the 3rd and 4th best-selling album of 2021. Sarah and Driver's License were also respectively Spotify's most streamed album and song globally. The International Federation of the Phonographic Industry ranked Rodrigo as the 10th best-selling artist of 2021 and Sarah as the 2nd best-selling album of 2021. On February 17, 2022, Rodrigo announced and released the trailer of her Disney documentary film Olivia Rodrigo, Driving Home to You, which was released on March 25, 2022. Rodrigo received 7 nominations at the 64th Annual Grammy Awards, including Best New Artist, Album of the Year for Sarah, and Record of the Year and Song of the Year for Driver's License. She won the awards for Best New Artist, Best Pop Vocal Album for Sarah, and Best Pop Solo Performance for Driver's License. On June 2, 2023, a 27-day countdown appeared on Rodrigo's website, leading many fans to speculate about new music dropping on June 30. On June 13, Rodrigo announced the lead single to her sophomore album, Vampire, would be released on June 30. Rodrigo cites Taylor Swift and Lorde as her idols and main musical inspirations, and also dubbed herself Swift's biggest fan in the whole world. She dubs the White Stripes band member Jack White her hero of all heroes. Her other influences include Alanis Morissette, Casey Musgraves, Fiona Apple, Street Vincent, Cardi B, Gwen Stefani and Avril Lavigne. Rodrigo's voice type is identified as soprano. Media outlets generally describe Rodrigo as a pop artist, musically rendering to pop rock, teen pop, and indie pop styles. Rodrigo has stated that she wants to be a songwriter and not the biggest pop star that ever lived, and chose to sign with Interscope Records because the CEO praised her songwriting, not her potential star quality. Music journalist Laura Slates called Rodrigo a flag bearer for a new wave of songwriters who are inclined towards power ballads that are as emotional as ever, but project that emotion inward, trading bombast for harsh, and described her musical style as rooted in heartache, mental health, and sadness, without being melodramatic, expressing more realistic perspectives than resilient. Rodrigo became consumer beauty brand Glossier's first ever celebrity partner in April 2022. On July 13, 2021, Rodrigo was involved in a White House effort to promote COVID-19 vaccinations among young people in the US. She met with President Joe Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris and Chief Medical Advisor Anthony Fauci to discuss her efforts. CNN reported that Rodrigo would record videos about the importance of young people getting vaccinated, including answering questions the youth have regarding the vaccination. Rodrigo and Madison, who teamed up with Instagram kinkemans to encourage their fans to spread kindness and foster positivity on social media in October 2017-2018. On April 10, 2018, Rodrigo with Madison, who joined other artists for My Friend's Place 30th Anniversary, a non-profit organization that helps homeless youth find shelter, food, work, education and healthcare. The event was hosted by Jack Black and was able to raise over $740,000 for local homeless youth. In the same year, Rodrigo became the face of She Can STEM campaign. She was named an Institute speaker and panelist for the Geena Davis Institute on Gender and Media in 2018. In February 2021, Rodrigo released her merchandise Spicy Pisces t-shirts on her website, and all the proceeds went to Plus One benefiting She's the First, which sponsors young girls' scholarship and education. In June 2021, she sold her clothes, wardrobe, and all items from her music videos on Depop, and 100% of all proceeds from Zao Shop was donated to charitable organization. Rodrigo donated a portion of her Zao to a platinum ticket sales to Women for Women International, which support women survivors of war by helping them rebuild their lives after war devastation. In December 2021, she joined Katy Perry, Kelly Clarkson, Billy Porter and more on Musicians on Call in the second annual virtual concert hall for the holidays to bring Christmas cheer by uplifting performances and messages of hope to hospital patients via virtual concert. In response to the 2022 overruling of the Roe v. Wade U.S. Supreme Court ruling, Rodrigo performed Fuck You with British singer Lily Allen at Glastonbury Festival. She prefaced the performance by dedicating it to the Associate Justices who voted to overturn Roe: Samuel Alito, Clarence Thomas, Neil Gorsuch, Amy Coney Barrett, Brett Kavanaugh, saying, "I'm devastated and terrified. So many women and so many girls are going to die because of this. I wanted to dedicate this next song to the 5 members of the Supreme Court who have showed us that at the end of the day, they truly don't give a shit about freedom. This song is for the justices." On November 20, 2022, Rodrigo joined Billie Eilish, John Legend, Tom Holland and more with co-founders Eddie Vedder and Jill Vedder for the 3rd annual venture fundraising event, and helped raise more than $1.3 million last November and $6 million for the last 3 years to find a cure for epidermolysis bullosa and other rare disease. In December 2022, Rodrigo with Chris Stapleton, Selena Gomez and more donated exclusive items to 2nd annual SEAP Foundation, which support music education and talent development programs across the US. In the same month, Rodrigo took part on annual virtual concert Musicians on Call with 30 different artists, which brought holiday classic performances and videos of messages of hope to patients, families and health workers in more than 50 hospitals nationwide. In January 2023, Rodrigo with Harry Styles, Taylor Swift, BTS J-Hope donated items to Musicus Foundation charity relief auction to help struggling musicians with their medical bills and other financial needs. We've reached the end of this video, but it's not the end of our story. Leave me a like, comment, and subscribe to find out where our story will take us.